Gun control is a topic that we're all familiar with. I don't think that most of us realize just how often that we come into contact with firearms. In 2014, John Bowles, a writer for the Citizen Times, reported that 11.1 million U.S. citizens had their concealed carry permit. That's a lot of people when you think about it. With everything that we've seen on the news here lately and all the controversy around gun control, that's also a lot of opinions. Everybody has their own opinion about gun control, and some say that we should completely get rid of guns, and others say that we should do absolutely nothing, that everything's fine the way it is. I don't agree with either one of those. I believe that there's some happy medium that is definitely an issue that needs to be taken care of, but we don't have to go to one extreme or the other. With that being said, I also think that there are some laws in North Carolina and federally that people should be aware of. You can find a list of laws. This is the list that I use on ncfirearmlaws.org. And to purchase a firearm, a handgun, in North Carolina, you have to be 21, and you can either have a purchase permit from the sheriff's office, which requires a background check, or you can go through your concealed carry course, which is what I did. To purchase a rifle, you have to be 18, and it requires a background check, and that's about it. You can purchase a rifle with a handgun purchase permit. You can purchase multiple ones at one time, but like I said, to get that permit, you have to go through the sheriff's office. It's a lot easier to obtain a rifle than it is a handgun, which I don't agree with, because to me, rifles do a lot more damage than a handgun. They hold a lot more rounds. One writer, David DeGraza, said, "Adults who lack any specific disqualifying criminal or psychiatric history can easily purchase a firearm." And I completely agree with that statement. I think that it's become way too easy for people to get their hands on firearms, and people are not very well educated on how to properly use them and what our laws are here. So what should we do? Should we completely get rid of them? Or is there something else that we can do? One thing to think about if guns are completely banned is, who will it really affect? Obviously, the people committing the crimes and doing the shootings don't have any regard for the law. So if you put a law out there that says guns are completely banned, it's illegal to own a gun, do you really think it's going to stop them? The only person that law is really going to affect is a law-abiding citizen like you and me. So we're going to turn in all of our guns, and then these people out there, the criminals, they're going to find some way to get them, or they're just not going to turn in the guns that they have. And then we're going to be the ones left defenseless. In a debate, Gun Control in the United States, author Don Cates stated, "When victims pull a gun, most likely, criminals will always flee." And I feel like that's very accurate. Most of the time, if someone comes up to you and you have a gun, they're going to back off. So I feel like it's our right for us to defend ourselves. I think that taking our guns, it's only going to hurt us, and it's not really going to solve anything. Whenever it comes to gun control, like I said earlier, there's always one extreme or the other. But I believe there's a happy medium. My opinion is that the age to purchase a rifle should be risen. I think that instead of being 18, you should have to be 21. They should also require either the purchase permit, like I said earlier, or the concealed carry permit, which you have to go through the background check and all the classes. This would not solve the problem, but I think that it would slow things down a little bit. Jacob Sullin wrote that 3 of the deadliest shootings in modern U.S. history were made by people under the age of 21 with an assault rifle. And that was the Parkland shooting, the Sandy Hook shooting, and the Columbine shooting. So you have to think, if we make it harder for criminals like that to get their hands on these deadly weapons, then, I mean, it's self-explanatory. So raising the age makes it a lot more difficult for younger people to get their hands on these assault rifles and weapons that are being used to do so much harm. And I really think that that could help, but that's my opinion. With that being said, there are many things that you can do when it comes to gun control. I know there's a lot of controversy out there. A lot of people think that it's our right to defend ourselves, and it is. I don't think that guns should be completely taken away from us, but at the same time, I think it is an issue that needs to be addressed. And I do think that raising the age to purchase a rifle and making regulations for purchasing any type of firearm more strict is definitely a good place to start. Um, I don't think that we have to go one extreme or the other. I think we can all come together and agree on something to make everything a little safer for everyone. Thank you for watching.